Stepping onto the stage with a commanding voice and a blaze of energy, Robert Plant has carved himself a legendary place in rock history. Over the years, this iconic star has woven a dazzling fortune, amassing up to $200 million, a treasure that lets Plant revel in life's finest pleasures. Yet, behind the curtain, few realize that Plant once danced through wild nights of revelry, surrounded by excitement and stunning companions. Beyond the glamour, he also weathered heartbreak and deep sorrow. These turbulent waves shaped the Robert Plant we see today, serene, gracious, and richly wise. His life unfolds like a captivating tale, one you simply must explore in today's video. It all began with Robert Plant's youthful love for music and his bold choice to leave school behind. Born on August 20th, 1948, in West Bromwich, Staffordshire, England, Robert Anthony Plant entered the world with a spark of destiny. Even as a young boy, he radiated an undeniable fervor for melodies and rhythms. The soulful sounds of blues giants like Howlin' Wolf, Robert Johnson, and the magnetic Elvis Presley captivated him, inspiring Plant to echo their vocals and stage charisma. He poured his heart into mimicking their flair, from soul-stirring notes to electrifying moves. Yet, in those early days, Robert Plant's dream of a musical life faced resistance from his family. His father, a skilled civil engineer and proud ex-Royal Air Force member, stood firm in his vision for Robert. He dreamed of his son thriving as a chartered accountant, charting a steady, practical course. At first, Plant bowed to his father's wishes, dipping his toes into that world, only to step away after just 2 weeks. At 16, he boldly turned his back on school and home, chasing the thrill of local band stages. It was his unwavering grit, love for music, and a twist of fate that launched Plant toward a dazzling career, crowning him a rock icon. That twist of fate ignited on July 20th, 1968, at a teacher training college in Walsall, West Midlands. There, with the modest OBS Tweedle Band, Plant's voice rang out, catching Jimmy Page's ear like a thunderbolt. Page, spellbound, welcomed Plant to his Pangbourne home by the River Thames to dream up something extraordinary. Instantly, their shared passion for blues, folk, and raw rock wove a powerful bond. Together, they savored the genius of Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, and Buddy Guy, blues titans they adored, unpacking every note. That synergy lit a fire, urging them to join forces without hesitation. Soon, Plant brought in John Bonham, a drumming wizard from their Band of Joy days. Page then called on John Paul Jones, a masterful bassist and keyboardist, to complete the circle. This dream team birthed their first band, setting the stage for a rock dynasty. After a few practice runs, they took on Scandinavia as the New Yardbirds, a name they soon shed. Back in England, they became Led Zeppelin and crafted their first album, Led Zeppelin I, 1969, a game-changer that shook the rock world. With tracks like Good Times, Bad Times, and Dazed and Confused, it showcased their brilliance. Hot on its heels, Led Zeppelin II, 1969, solidified their reign with smashes like Whole Lotta Love and Ramble On. Then came Led Zeppelin IV, 1971, home to Stairway to Heaven, a timeless anthem hailed as one of rock's greatest treasures. But even legends face shadows. John Bonham's sudden passing in 1980 shattered the band's core. Devastated by the loss of his brother in arms, Plant chose to close Led Zeppelin's chapter, ending a golden age. Undeterred, he soared into a solo journey, weaving hits like Big Lock and In the Mood from Pictures at 11, 1982, and The Principle of Moments, 1983. Now and Zen, 1988, roared back with Tall Cool One alongside Page, while Fate of Nations, 1993, shone with I Believe and 29 Palms. Plant's voice, bold yet enchanting, holds crowds spellbound. His stage presence, curls catching the light, every lyric a siren's call, captivates thousands. Ever evolving, Plant dove into blues, folk, and world sounds, never standing still. The Page and Plant era, 1994, minus 1998, reunited him with Jimmy, reigniting their magic like no time had passed. Then, he stunned us all with Alison Krauss on Raising Sand, 2007, a Grammy-winning gem for Album of the Year in 2009. With over 300 million albums sold, 8 Grammys, and a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame throne, Plant's rise from blues dreamer to rock immortal is undeniable. Hit Parader crowned him the greatest metal singer in 2006. Rolling Stone placed him number 15 among the 100 greatest singers in 2008. In 2011, fans voted him number 1 in Rolling Stone's all-time lead singer poll. Now in his 70s, Robert Plant still crafts, performs, and ventures into fresh sonic realms. He's living proof that rock and roll thrives. It's simply transformed into Robert Plant himself. A titan of talent and a timeless influencer, Robert Plant has earned his dazzling prize, a fortune of up to $200 million, as tallied by Celebrity Net Worth. Robert Plant commands an awe-inspiring real estate empire. Beyond his dazzling legacy as a music titan, Robert Plant enchants with his impeccable flair for selecting and cherishing stunning properties. Picture the Manor House in Kidderminster, Worcestershire, England. Back in the 1970s, when Led Zeppelin soared to its zenith, Plant claimed a grand manor near Kidderminster, Worcestershire. It wasn't just a haven to unwind after grueling tours. This retreat became his muse, fueling his creative spirit. With its timeless design and breathtaking scenery, the manor echoed Plant's deep devotion to Britain's heritage and charm. Imagine a home in Austin, Texas, USA, valued at $1.9 million. Lately, Robert Plant has basked in the American sun, drawn especially to Austin, Texas. Known as the live music capital of the world, Austin's pulsing, eclectic soundscape lured Plant in. He's rooted himself with a house here. Whispers suggest it's at 1503 Nooning Street, a gem that fetched $1.9 million, according to insiders. Now, envision real estate in Brecon Beacons, Wales. Word has it, Robert Plant once held a slice of paradise in the rolling Brecon Beacons of Wales. This region, famed for its tranquil, majestic vistas, offered him a perfect escape to recharge and dream. He's said to have snagged a home there to savor the stillness and nature's embrace. Yet, true to his private nature, the specifics of this property's whereabouts and worth remain a mystery. Step into the sleek world of Robert Plant's classic car collection. Music isn't his only love. Plant curates a dashing array of vintage cars. Kept under wraps, This trove of classics reveals his sophisticated eye and passion for timeless style. Behold the Aston Martin DB5, 1965, worth $1. 3 to $1. 9 million. Among his treasures shines the 1965 Aston Martin DB5, a jewel tied to James Bond's suave legacy of British elegance. Plant held this beauty from the 1970s until 1986. By 2017, it hit the market for millions, a testament to its lasting allure. Next, the Chrysler Imperial Crown, 1959, valued at $100,000 to $150,000. A rare gem, the 1959 Chrysler Imperial Crown graces his lineup, one of just 555 ever made. Once his pride, it now dazzles visitors at the Hellenic Automobile Museum in Athens, Greece, a magnet for car lovers. Then, the Buick Riviera Boat Tail, 1972, priced at $30,000 to $50,000. Plant's 1972 Buick Riviera Boat Tail boasts a bold rear and mighty engine, a standout of 1970s American craftsmanship. It's more than a car. It mirrors the bold spirit of its owner. Finally, the Range Rover, 1973, valued at $50,000 to $80,000. Beyond sleek sports cars, Plant treasures his 1973 Range Rover, a marvel of roominess, toughness, and off-road prowess. This ride embodies his adventurous soul and untamed zest for life. Though not a headline car aficionado like some celebrities, Robert Plant's collection radiates his elegance and cultured taste. With a $180 million fortune, Robert Plant now embraces a humble, grounded way of living. This serene chapter feels worlds away from the untamed rebel he once was. Dive into Robert Plant's lifestyle, flair, and passions. Like many 1970s rock gods, Robert Plant once rode a whirlwind of excess. In Led Zeppelin's heyday, he embodied the sex, drugs, and rock and roll ethos to the fullest. Their peak years brimmed with epic parties, flowing drinks, admiring women, and sprawling, luxurious tours. Led Zeppelin, a legendary yet unruly crew, often claimed whole hotels, turning them into non-stop celebrations. The Continental Hyatt House Hotel in Los Angeles, dubbed the Riot House, became their infamous playground of chaos. Robert Plant reigned as a rock heartthrob, adored by supermodels, actresses, and fervent fans alike. After John Bonham's passing in 1980 ended Led Zeppelin, Plant eased into a quieter rhythm. Gone were the flashy spectacles. On stage, he now mesmerizes with tousled curls, casual shirts, and jeans, his voice still a potent, soul-stirring force that holds fans in awe. In the 1990s, he journeyed to Morocco, diving into North African sounds, sparking the Middle Eastern-infused Page and Plant era with Jimmy Page. A classic car enthusiast, Plant cherishes British icons, a nod to his refined love for vintage artistry. Plant adores nature, especially Wales' Brecon Beacons, where he unwinds amid stunning landscapes. These moments of hiking and breathing crisp country air renew his spirit and spark inspiration. A passionate football fan, Robert cheers for his hometown team, never missing a match. More than a rock legend, Robert Plant lives uniquely, blending simplicity with approachability, savoring life on his terms. His romantic history weaves a tapestry of complex, dazzling love stories with breathtaking women. Robert Plant's romantic ventures and marriages. Union with Maureen Wilson, 1968, 1983. In 1966, a young, untested Robert Plant crossed paths with Maureen Wilson at a live show, his voice still finding its wings. A radiant Anglo-Indian beauty, Maureen stood by Plant's side, cheering him through the gritty dawn of his career. Their love blossomed into marriage in 1968, just as Led Zeppelin's star began to rise. Together, they welcomed 3 children: Carmen Jane Plant, born 1968, Cara Pendragon Plant, born 1972, died 1977, and Logan Romero Plant, born 1979. Yet, despite their full, vibrant family, fame's relentless tempests strained their bond, leading to a parting in 1983. Connection with Shirley Wilson, Maureen's sister. After his split from Maureen, Robert Plant kindled a romance with Shirley Wilson, his former sister-in-law. This eyebrow-raising liaison stirred whispers, tied as it was to family ties with Maureen. Even as his marriage dissolved, Shirley remained a steadfast presence in Plant's life. They shared a child, though Plant never took Shirley as his bride, a truly unconventional chapter. As a rock icon, Robert Plant's name swirled in countless romantic tales with starlets and artists, yet he seldom lent them credence. One of his deepest post-marriage bonds was with Patty Griffin, a gifted American songstress. Their voices entwined in music, and they shared a home in Austin, Texas for a spell, sparking rumors of a secret wedding, rumors Plant gently waved away. Whispers also linked him to Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac fame and Najma Akhtar, though neither ever spoke the truth aloud. Adored by millions, few realize the heavy sorrows Robert Plant has borne. Life's fierce storms reshaped his heart and his path forever. A tragedy that redefined Robert Plant's world. The loss of his son, the deepest wound Robert Plant endured. In 1977, a shattering blow struck, altering Robert Plant's soul for good. On July 26, 1977, while Led Zeppelin toured America, devastating news reached Plant. His 5-year-old son, Cara Pendragon Plant, succumbed to sudden gastroenteritis. Reeling, Plant halted the tour mid-ride, rushing back to England's embrace. Grief clouded his spirit, dimming his fire for music, even tempting him to abandon Led Zeppelin for a quieter life. Carrick, his only son and cherished light, left an aching void with his abrupt departure. The loss plunged Plant into a shadowed despair. Only later could he pour this anguish into All My Love, a tender, heart-rending gem on Led Zeppelin's And Through the Outdoor, 1979. The passing of John Bonham, the fall of Led Zeppelin. September 1980 brought another crushing wave to Robert Plant and his band. John Bonham, Led Zeppelin's masterful drummer, slipped away, felled by alcohol poisoning. More than a bandmate, Bonham was Plant's dearest confidant, and his loss broke Plant's heart. Reflecting, Plant knew this marked the end of their shared dream. Mere months later, on December 4, 1980, Led Zeppelin declared their curtain call. After 12 years atop the rock realm, their saga closed. Reeling from this blow, Plant stepped back from the glare, returning only when his muse called with a gentler, new voice. After these hard takes, Robert Plant softened his wild ways. He shed the extravagance and raucous nights of youth, trading long tours for precious family moments. His music evolved from Led Zeppelin's thunder to soulful, tender strains, shining through his solo works. Robert Plant's journey brims with triumph, yet echoes with grief and sacrifice. Across a career stretching over 5 decades, he weathered scandals aplenty, wild excess, tangled love tales, drug whispers, and whispers of a Led Zeppelin curse. The wildest scandals of Robert Plant's reign. Led Zeppelin's reign of revelry, drugs, parties, and untamed nights. At their peak, Robert Plant and his bandmates dove headlong into endless celebrations, booze flowing, drugs aplenty, and stunning women in tow, a vivid portrait of 1970s rock royalty. Legend has it, Plant once bared all on a hotel balcony, crowing, "I am a golden god," after a night of revelry, a tale etched in rock lore. Tales swirl of Led Zeppelin's ties to the Hells Angels, that infamous biker crew steeped in shadowy deeds. Rumors paint Plant mingling at their chaotic bashes, where excess and rebellion reigned unchecked. Such antics saw Robert Plant and Led Zeppelin barred from hotels and stages, yet fueled their myth as untouchable rock rebels, idols to their legion of fans. A fling amid life with Maureen Wilson. In 1968, Robert Plant wed Maureen Wilson, his steadfast muse from humble beginnings. Yet, even with a wife and kids, whispers of dalliances with dazzling women trailed him. One loud rumor tied him to Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac, spotted cozy at glitzy soirees. After years of strain, Robert Plant and Maureen Wilson's union faded in 1983. Whispers of the Led Zeppelin curse, a pact with darkness? A chilling mystery cloaks Robert Plant and Led Zeppelin, talk of a supernatural hex. Some theorize Plant and Jimmy Page struck a shadowy bargain for their meteoric rise, fueled by Page's fascination with occult master Aleister Crowley. Stories hint Page drew Plant and the band into eerie rites, birthing a curse that shadowed them: Plant's near-fatal 1975 crash, his son's 1977 passing, and Bonham's 1980 death, unraveling Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin's farewell, Robert Plant in the crosshairs? When Led Zeppelin dissolved in 1980, Robert Plant led the charge, declaring the band's end. This stunned fans and even Jimmy Page, some feeling Plant had forsaken their legacy. Page and John Paul Jones dreamed of marching on with a new drummer, but Plant stood resolute. Led Zeppelin died with John Bonham, he vowed. No one can take his place. Though many cheered his choice, it drew ire from devoted followers. Years later, Plant joined his old mates for rare reunions, yet steadfastly shunned a full Led Zeppelin revival. Tensions with Jimmy Page, a decades-long duel. Once rock's mightiest duo, Robert Plant and Jimmy Page shared a bond as electric as it was stormy. After Led Zeppelin's end, their visions clashed, Page craving the band's roaring echo, Plant chasing lighter folk and blues breezes. Barbs flew in the press, peaking when Page pushed for a 2000s reunion Plant spurned. Though peace eventually settled, their rift spanned over 30 years, a famed saga in rock's annals. Robert Plant stands as a titan among rock vocalists. His Led Zeppelin reign a cornerstone of the genre's lore. The enduring legacy of the iconic Robert Plant. Musical mastery, crafting rock and heavy metal soul. Robert Plant shines brightest as Led Zeppelin's frontman, the voice that reshaped hard rock and heavy metal in the 1970s. His soul-stirring, commanding tone wielded a rare gift for soaring highs and raw emotion. Plant transformed his voice into a vessel of feeling, setting a towering benchmark for rock vocalists to follow. Through anthems like Stairway to Heaven, Whole Lotta Love, and Immigrant Song, he unveiled a sound both mighty and delicate, weaving wild wails with hypnotic whispers. His singular style rippled beyond rock, touching souls across genres. Legends like Freddie Mercury of Queen, Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses, and Chris Cornell of Soundgarden drank from his well of fiery, heartfelt delivery. Even today's pop stars feel Plant's echo, channeling his knack for infusing vocals with deep emotion. What makes Robert Plant extraordinary isn't just his voice, it's his visionary mind. While others clung to a single sound, Plant dared to dream bigger, forever pushing the boundaries of music. When Led Zeppelin parted ways in 1980, Plant didn't cling to hard rock's past glories. Instead, he wove a vibrant solo tapestry, blending blues, folk, world rhythms, and even electronic beats into a breathtaking journey. Symbol of rock and roll swagger. Robert Plant embodies the essence of a rock and roll titan, fusing melody, defiance, and effortless cool. With flowing curls, unbuttoned shirts, and snug jeans, he crafted a magnetic rebel with charm aura, inspiring rock royalty like Steven Tyler of Aerosmith and Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones. His flair wasn't just for the stage, it sparked broader trends, ushering bohemian, hippie rock vibes into men's fashion. Pop culture, the blueprint of a rock deity. Robert Plant isn't merely a musical genius, he's the living archetype of a rock god in our collective imagination. His image defines the ideal: bold musical flair, electrifying presence, and a life unbound by convention, radiating freedom. The film Almost Famous, 2000, drew from Plant's mystique to shape its character Russell Hammond. Led Zeppelin and Robert Plant's names echo through films, novels, and games, woven into culture's fabric. Plant personifies rock and roll's untamed, liberated heartbeat, legacy, and tomorrow. After over 5 decades, Robert Plant still blazes trails, never resting on yesterday's laurels. He's more than a legend, he's an artist perpetually chasing the new. Shunning commercial molds, he crafts music with fearless innovation, from solo ventures to surprising partnerships. His reach stretches past rock, igniting a wave of young creators hungry for originality and freedom. Plant shows them not just how to sing, but how to live as artists, ever advancing, ever evolving, never echoing the past. Robert Plant's life in 2024 and ventures for 2025. In 2024, Robert Plant kept his musical flame alive, especially with Saving Grace. He graced UK stages like Bristol Beacon, Ipswich Regent, and London Palladium in March, then wowed the Cambridge Folk Festival crowd on July 27th with spellbinding sets. Yet, November 2024 brought a pause. Health challenges forced him to shelve some tour dates. With a heavy heart, he promised fans a swift return, eager to reconnect. Looking to 2025, Robert Plant has unveiled grand plans, a fresh album and a worldwide tour. His alliance with Alison Krauss rolls on, their tour blending his unmistakable voice with her enchanting tones for something truly special. Plus, a global trek and new record are in the works for 2025. Details still unfolding, anticipation building. Through varied projects and rich collaborations, Robert Plant keeps his creative fire burning, promising fans unforgettable moments in 2025. With a voice that roars and a style all his own, Robert Plant has etched an everlasting mark on music's global story. His path proves the power of an artist who relentlessly explores, creates, and pours his soul into his craft. Though years roll by, his influence hums on, lighting the way for artists and dreamers across generations.